Hi, this is Gritty and Green, a podcast for truly urban gardening, and I'm your host and friendly neighborhood master gardener, Meredith Nutting. Today, we're continuing our special mini-series, We Are Seeds, with a trip to Sanctuary Farm, a North Philadelphia nonprofit where the food grown is given away at least twice a week throughout the year. Earlier this season, I interviewed the farm's founder, Andrea Vittori, about how the organization came to be, and I was really excited to go back and talk with the farmers growing and sharing the mission. So, this is We Are Seeds, Episode 3, Sanctuary Farm.
Hey!
Good morning to you too. What can we get you?
Today is Thursday, and it's the farm stand, and we basically, all the fruits and vegetables and things we done grown and cultivated, we give it all out for free for people just to take home and use and cook and be healthy or give away to other people because they don't like it. And then we do other things than just the farm stand. We throw classes, nutrition classes, we do food demos, we do beekeeping classes, we do honey. So it's just, we got so many moving parts that's a part of Sanctuary.
Carrots?
Miss Andrea started Sanctuary Farm. She's a nurse practitioner. I know she was getting very tired of writing prescriptions to her patients when knowing that they could probably beat this by what they eat and their mental health and stuff like that. So she started this farm to, give people in the community fresh organic foods, and then I guess it grew bigger to now want to help them mentally and emotionally. A lot of volunteers here. A lot of core, and they core because they continue to come back. They can do whatever Ms. Andrews asks if they can, and they're good people. They're good people. The three main farmers that's getting paid here is me, myself, Madasyn. I have the farm manager, Sean, and then we got Shadana, another pre-apprentice farmer.
I go by Farmer Sean. Where am I from? New York, Coney Island to be exact. My position here where I live, South Philly, which is about 20 minutes from here by bike. My position, farm manager of Sanctuary Farm.
How did you get into farming?
Parents, actually. My parents were both kind of just straight up hippies at the time when they were young, and then they raised me and my siblings up to fight for the right things. My mom was like a bra burning feminist, and my dad was a unionist teacher. They were like those parents that have John Brown on the wall. They had a picture of John Brown on the wall. So that's how the politics went. And then we had little actually pretty sizable now comparative backyard in Coney Island, and they just did a lot of gardening, and that's how I got introduced to just growing from the ground. And then the politics of that, which is liberating oneself and one's community, depending on which community you're in, is if you control your food source, you control your freedom or your liberation. That they didn't really instill a politic on me, but they would introduce stuff, and then my brain just kind of connected the two, and just luckily it became trendy because I was like, well, I'm just gonna be a poor farmer for the rest of my life. I don't care, I'm fed, and then but luckily it became really, really trendy. The word organic got really popular, and then it was what's the buzzwords now? Now it's regenerative farming, which is pretty cool actually, but I'm going off a tangent. But yeah, I got into it just because my parents instilled politics and then showed me how to grow stuff. And then as a black male, you just want everyone to kind of, just be liberated. My official farm job, I worked on a farm in Long Island they called it small scale, but it was not. It was 80 acre farm, or it was 100 acre farm, 80 acres were devoted to sustainable at the time, was what it was called. This is like years ago. And that was like my first proper farm job. I think I was like 19 or something. Just learned everything through real life, because that's how my strange brain works, you know. I tried school, didn't really, school of hard knocks, if you will, But yeah, I learned everything either from a person that taught me on the job, the invention of YouTube, and also like everything else online definitely helped, because I like to hyper focus on how to do compost, because that's my jam. So just like nerd out. Like that's how, people look at cute cats, Like I just oh yeah, new way of composting. I'll just zone out, It's real bad.
What brought you to Philly?
COVID and a girlfriend.
How did you get involved with Sanctuary Farm?
One of my ex-coworkers actually sent me the link. The one thing I did remember about Sanctuary Farms is that I read, they were in an article or something, and Andrea said that they had a free farmers market, which to me is really cool. Because now you're not, it's like my friend Tyler, he had a saying where, it's like teach a person to fish. He added another saying where you teach a person to fish, but then you also give them this, So not only are you doing the aspect of teaching liberation, as in how do you liberate your own land in your own community for growing spaces, but you're also making sure that at the time, while they are learning, they get the support they need within nutrition, which is cool.
My name is Madasyn Andrews. I live around the community, so I live on 25th and Ridge in the community. I'm a farmer here. I was into food. So I worked in nursing homes and dietary. I worked in Wendy's. I always was around food, but I didn't want to be no chef. I don't want to be no chef. I was walking down the street from a friend's house, and they was doing one of their stands. And then Miss Jan, that was the first person I met at the stand, Miss Jan. She was like, yeah, welcome to Sanctuary Farm. We're the farm. We produce locally organic food. We like to show people how to grow it. We like to show people how to grow it, how to cook it, all different type of things. And I was like, oh, all right, mind you, I was a vegan at the time. So I wanted to eat more whole food. So I thought the universe was just lining up. Cause I seen now I'm seeing fruits and vegetables. So I'm like, oh, all right, bet, and they give it out for free. It was right around the corner from me. So after I met Ms. Jan, from there, I just started just linking with them, anything they was doing. So if they was doing a class, if going to the stand every Tuesday and Thursday. So how I got my foot in first was that I went to the plant-based cooking class, right here in this room, exactly. Took the plant-based cooking class. From there, the chef that did the plant-based cooking class, she wanted to do food demos out on the farm. She chose me to help her. So now I'm out there. So now all the volunteers at Sanctuary Farm is getting to see my personality, see how I interact with people. So from there, Ms. Andrews was like, how would you like to do maybe a pre-apprentice? We want to build the community, and our long-term goal is, pass this off into the community. And that's what got me hooked, because I ain't going to fraud. The first thing that came to my mind was, oh, that could be me. I could be running this farm, or, something. I was like, yeah, I would love that. You know what I mean? And at the time, I was unemployed too, so it helped with the money. And I always worked with food, so I'm thinking this. You know what I mean? I've been with food. So then when I got in the pre-apprentice program and I started farming, I just seen that I'm home. Like I said, I always worked with food, but now that I know I want to grow the food, I want to be the first stop with the food and teach people how to grow it, and because it's freedom for real. It's freedom.
My name is Shadana Howe. I'm from North Philly. I'm a pre-apprentice farmer. My grandparents, they were farmers down south. I would say that my grandfather, he picked cotton when he was younger. So for them, it was a means of surviving. So I think that was an innate thing in me, like to want to give back to the community, to want to help the community, to want to plant stuff that we can actually see for ourselves and grow, and to be honest, to take back our community. That was my biggest thing, and I think that my grandparents instilled that in me more than anything. I was doing construction, so I got into farming with PHS, had a cultural program. They had a green trainings program for about, I think it was like 8 weeks. And the person that ran the program knew the person that ran Sanctuary Farms. So when the program was over, my placement was pretty easy because she knew Sanctuary Farms.
Did you know about Sanctuary Farms?
No, I've never heard about Sanctuary Farms prior to working with PHS. I started April 1st. When I first walked into the farm, I was amazed at it being outside and like in an urban area. Like you think about farming, you always think about like you gotta go to where it's more land than housing. So when I came here and I seen that there was housing around and it was really the lot looked small, but the stuff inside the lot made the lot look bigger. So honestly, I learned that it's not just coming in and just throwing dirt on the ground and actually being able to plant. You really have to understand the land on where you're planting it. So I got a one-on-one crash course on that. I'm ecstatic because I've always envied people who love their jobs. I used to always feel like I would never find satisfaction in what I do, but I love it. And I love just the fact that we have something good that we can, like fruits and vegetables is a good thing that's helping a community that's always be underserved.
One thing that is cool about Sanctuary Farm is that we do have various plots, and we grow on most of them. Actually, we grow on all of them. I'm sorry, we grow on all of them. Then we have a honey hut, and then that was just installed, which is really cool because a lot of community members love the honey. And then we got the greenhouse, which we grow in there. So we have all together, we probably have not even like a quarter of an acre, probably, and it's just like, you'd be surprised what you could grow on not a lot of land. Whatever we grow, we harvest, we weigh, we bring to the farmer's market. It is open on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
How are you today? Let's go. Have a wonderful day.
We can give new participants any 4 things, and they'll usually ask us for the zip code just to wonder where they're coming from. And then for old participants, if they bring a bag, they get 3, 4, and if they don't, then we'll give them back. They get 3 things, and then I'm just here to kind of be a smiling fan, start introducing them about classes, get them signed up for volunteering and whatnot.
Soon it will be from here, but it's early in the season, so we get some stuff from some other farms that have greenhouses.
Now, all the food is not from here, but a lot of it is.
A lot of it, yeah, especially in the summertime, most of it is from here, but when it's cold during the winter months, we supplement from Common Market.
You don't want anything? We give it all away. I'll get you a bag. You can have up to 4 different things.
So these are from another farm.
I don't know if 4 things interest you or not. Try these. The greens are really good too.
My name is Erica. Is it okay if I put you on my camera?
Yeah.
Guys, this is a little farm that they have in Philadelphia around the Cecil B. Moore area, which is a historical area that we had. I come here to go to the dentist. You know, you guys, you follow me with my health journey, and health is wealth, right? So this is what I want to have one day. I'm working toward. So, each one, reach one, teach one, guys. Flower child. I just wanted to share this with you. I used to live in a neighborhood. I used to live at 23rd and Diamond.
What do you usually get when you come here? Like, what
Well,
is
no,
it?
this is my first time, and I just was
Oh.
over there, and she said they had donations and everything. I said, oh, cool. I do planting, gardening. I've been doing it for like the last 8 years. As a matter of fact, when I lived at Diamond Street, I did tomatoes and all that stuff in the yard, and they say it still grows back. So now that I know you guys are here, yeah, and I would like to come and help if I can. I got a walker though. I'm just,
Yeah. She gave me the little bit. Yeah. Just in the nick of time, we're running out of it.
Yeah, I see, yeah.
You need a bag today?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Radishes. I mean, you can try it. That's what we're here for, just to try it.
It's good for you.
Okay. I personally like radishes better than.
What's your name?
Sharon.
Sharon, have you been coming to this farm stand often?
Tuesdays and Thursdays, I believe since maybe they started. I don't know how long they've been here.
A few years at least, right?
Yeah, I've been here a long time. I've come all the time, every week.
Yeah.
If I'm not away somewhere, but yeah.
Do you live in the neighborhood or?
2 blocks down.
Fantastic. What are your favorite produce?
My favorite is kale, spinach, apples, peaches, the peppers, the carrots, and mint and cabbage. That's what I get the most. And onions.
Has it been a nice resource to have?
Oh my girl, I save so much money. It's beautiful. I love it. I make I do green smoothies from it.
Onion.
Yeah.
And it's mostly grown.
Yes.
Isn't that wild?
That's what I love about it. I used to go right there on 24th Street on Saturdays.
Oh, where the other market is?
Yeah. I used to go there, but they're not there all the time. So yeah, I used to hit them up too on a Saturday.
Have you told other people about this?
Yeah. My family know I come here.
She's
A regular.
family.
Yeah.
I mean, have you been like, you gotta go, get your produce?
Yeah, I do. Look who's coming. Everybody comes to. I'm sure it's bigger and bigger now that everybody knows. More people know. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, do you want to
Put in the shed.
go get your veggies?
Yeah, I'm
and
great. Go
I'll
get my
back?
veggies.
You want a card?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a wonderful day.
All right, you too.
Thank you. I put onion in everything.
What is your name?
Cynthia Davenport.
And how long have you been coming to this farm stand?
Oh gosh, it's been a long since they've been here. Seems like it's been a while. It's always nice, and I love it. Usually I'll get like salad and onions, peppers, cucumbers. Those are the things I usually get all the time. But I like when they give me like herbs, basil and all. So when I make my spaghetti sauce, I can have basil.
Is it nice to have like a free resource like this?
Yes.
Yeah, she's family, so she's good.
Yes.
Are you a gardener at all?
No, I have a brown thumb. I kill everything.
Is it nice? Is it nice to see everything like?
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah. And I tell my friends all the time. I say I appreciate that they take the time to, grow these things and and give them to us. So yeah, I enjoy it. I got peppers. I put peppers and onions in everything. So whatever I cook, they'll be in it. Yes. I just love it, and I appreciate it so much.
You want the smaller ones? Yeah, she has.
And what are these skeletons?
These are Hikari turnips. So these are turnips, which are stronger in flavor. These are milder in flavor, and you can use the greens. Okay.
Oh, gee! Good morning. How y'all?
Hey, BJ.
Y'all have a nice day.
We have this old school guy named BJ. He's cool. He's just this super loud, awesome dude, and he just comes almost every time we have a market, and he makes sure we're okay. He's like a literal feature in the community. And yeah, it's just like he just loves it. He comes back and he just gets his little bag, and then he chills, and then sometimes he'll walk and he'll come back. This is Mr. Otto. He's he's the old head. He looks out for us a lot, actually.
So tell me your name.
Otto Leonard. Yeah, I've been around here since '61.
Wow, long time. Yeah. All right, and how do you know the folks at Sanctuary Farm?
I met them through just being around, and I met them being up here in the garden and whatever, you know. Very beautiful people, beautiful, very nice.
Did you see the farm kind of start to develop?
Yes.
What was that like?
I love that. I love to see it grow, see how it goes, and just blossom been like something like overnight. They started over the other side, and then they graduated over here. And it's got bigger and bigger.
What are your favorite things to get?
Oh, I'm a fruit man. I usually get the apples and the pears or whatever. You know, you can go to fresh grocer or either discount market over here, 20th Street. You know, but you know, here would be much better. You know.
And they grow it all here.
Right. That's right. Freshly grown. You know, you can't get past that. You can't beat it.
Farm stand is popping. I think it's a good thing. I think the farm stand is good. We get a lot of the community that comes through, not even in this direct community, because if you see me right in front of the bus stop. So that means it's people that don't really probably live in this community, but just, you know what I mean? So it's good to see different people that's traveling. You might get farmers or home gardeners that come and want to talk to Sean or me. Well, I planted tomatoes and I didn't get this. And it's good to really be talking to the community because there's other small little gardeners around there to talk to them and giving out food, be having good produce. It's also fun to be like, somebody come up and they're like, I want some collards. You can just turn around and harvest them right from hand. Like, that's a good experience, you know what I mean? And it shows them, it really shows people that they can know where their food comes from. It's easy, like you really could just put the joint in the ground, the seed in the ground and do it. You know what I mean? I think it makes it attainable for them. And even if they don't have the space or the courage to do it yet, they can come around people that are doing it and, you know, kind of get that overfill of whatever we're giving out.
I love the farm stand. So the farm stand is different because I feel like when you're in the farm, you understanding why you're doing this. You have more of the meaning. I want to, you know, reach 100 people. You know, I want to tap people that never probably had bok choy or, you know, certain vegetables that, you know, you will probably never see in your local markets. That's where the farming part of that comes in at, right? The market part for me is reaching those people that I'm thinking about when I'm farming. And so when I'm at the market, and it's just the idea of talking to the people that I'm actually thinking about when I'm planting this, and then seeing their reaction from when they actually get in the groceries, and just trying to speak with them more too, and understanding that we here to help each other.
There's a lot of older folks that have come here from the Great Migration. When Black folks were trying to escape the South, they were moving to the North, and a lot of folks just kind of settled in Philly. It makes sense, because it was like, Philly's always been a working class town, and it's always, I mean, on paper, it's always been like a free state, you know, on paper. So like it totally makes sense that like people would literally just like settle down here, you know, which is cool. It's the makeup of the culture, honestly, of like Philly, which is really, really nice. And because of that, their taste for Southern cuisine and like kind of more African diaspora cuisine came with them.
Do you know anybody, like any of your neighbors that go to the farm stand?
Yeah. I've seen a couple of people at the stand now that I know they live in the neighborhood, so they my neighbors. So yes, I do see a lot of people. We in the neighborhood, we at the farm. Or it'd be funny when I go home now the kids know I work at the farm. You at the farm? Did you pick the radishes today? And it just be so fun. They little kids, I gotta get them there, because they ask me every time I come home, they be like, where the radishes? Or stuff like that. So I need to get them there. But I do see my community and my neighbors coming out to support the farm or get some collard greens or some sweet potatoes, okra. They love okra.
They're actually asking every week for new vegetables that are from the Southern diaspora, which is cool. You know, like turnip greens. As I wanted to do, I'm really hoping to do palmetto peppers and then way more okra.
So for me, okra is a pastime because it came from down south, and my grandparents always cooked it. So in middle school, nobody never knew what I was talking about when I was talking about the green slimy stuff. It's like, you didn't have that this morning, right? So now that, you know, I'm growing okra, it's really sentimental for me, because it's something that I can think back in my childhood. You know, even with my grandparents not being here, that symbol, that plant itself it always bring back memories for me.
That's what I'm really looking forward to, is like finding just that like look on people's faces when they look at just that one vegetable that they are used to, and it brings them back to like a time where like they felt either safe or alive, you know. And then, you know, we could kind of step away from like a regular, it's like, okay, you like this type of okra, let's see how you like okra grown in like South Asia or India, which is technically Asia too, you know, and just kind of open people's eyes, like, all right, let's see if you like something else from India or Asia, you know. And this is cool. So I'm hoping for that a lot, which would be nice.
Sometimes when I'm out on the farm, I see kids walking by and I'm harvesting some of the lettuce. Hey, come here, you want to see how to harvest lettuce?
What are the kids' reactions?
Oh, they be excited. I always try to interact with kids because I feel like these are the stars that's gonna be our next generation, you know? So for example, kids was walking down the street and I'm like, we always think that carrots are orange, but you've seen that already. So I get a white carrot and I get a purple carrot and I'm like, here go some carrots. And it was just the amazement, like I never knew that it was purple carrots. And it tore me a little bit because it's like this lack of education. Me too, I didn't know that there was until I came to the farm. So for the farm to be there, I feel like this is a good way to reach the community, and especially the young youth, and teaching them different types of fruits and different type of vegetables, like bok choy. I never knew about bok choy until I came here. And I never even knew what it was until I came here. So it's just like the idea of that there are other fruits and vegetables that we didn't even tap into yet, is intriguing to me. And I don't want myself to just gain all of this. I want to be able to give it to somebody else.
Just today, there were 2 people that came up to me at the farm stand, like some young bulls, like young kids, that were just interested in doing what we are doing. You know, it's just like, oh yeah, you guys have random plants. I mean, even if we did, we wouldn't rent them out. That's kind of, well, you know, it's kind of not our deal. Okay, he was like, oh yeah, can I just come and chill and help out? He's like, yeah, and the kid was cool. He was like, yeah, I'll come back and I'd like to learn about this stuff. So there is like there's way more interest in it now, probably because the world is literally collapsing. And you know, and like making sure that you and your own are safe usually comes like first it's food and then shelter and then clothing and stuff like that, you know.
But I want to try to start reaching the younger generation, and so with that, when I was talking to Andrea, she's going to start a apprenticeship for youth. So now we can reach the youth. And so hopefully we reach the youth, we're changing the generational curses, and then we can start seeing generational growth.
I'm just harvesting some tomatoes for the farm stand today. Well, I got some cherry tomatoes, the little cherry ones. Some of them not that as ripe, but since they like on the ground, I want to go ahead and harvest them, because if you put them together, tomatoes release this gas to make them all ripen. So if they on the ground, they'll be ready in 2 days. I'd rather harvest them now than get ate by somebody. Oh, let's see if I get it. Got it. And that's the harvest. Ooh, excuse me, tomato plants. But that's the harvest. They're beautiful, right?
Look at that. Delicious.
Yeah, they're so pretty.
Oh, I love these. Do you know what the mission of Sanctuary Farms is?
I think the mission would have to be to harvest healthy life, whether it's through food, whether it's through mental health, emotional health. I think that's why we grow the food. And I think that's also why we do the classes of like showing people how to cook the food. I think we also are into mental health, because like even though we're not counselors, and I think that's the big thing, we're not counselors, but we do take trauma classes, and then we do say therapeutic gardening, because when we are in this garden and we want it to be therapeutic for, you know, people that's coming, because we don't know where they're coming from. Some people just want to come in the garden and not do nothing. They just want to sit and talk, you know what I mean? And that's fine too, you know. It's some people don't got nobody to talk to today. So I think that's why I think the mission is for Sanctuary Farm, and just try to build up the community around it through eating healthy and throwing classes, and I guess helping them through their mental health. I think that'd be the mission. Mm-hmm.
One of the programs is therapeutic gardening.
Where do you usually start? Mike, do you want to begin?
Yeah, sure. My name is Michael, and I've been volunteering since last July. I came down through a case manager from the VA hospital. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and it's a good group down here. It's a lot of positive vibes, and I enjoy the therapeutic gardening. I actually took up sewing while I've been down here for 3 or 4 weeks now. And it's just a good group so far. That's what I gotta say.
Hello, my name is Jose. I've been coming here, I guess 2 to 3 years, I'm not sure. Time flies, but I came here, I landed here because I was really in a funk. I had a dog that wasn't technically a therapy dog, but somewhat of a therapy dog. She really helped me. My therapist had told me that I should really do that. Get a dog just to see if to help me join the world, I guess. And I found out about this place through another place where I was going through therapy, and just having a therapist walk around while you're gardening. I call it sneaky therapy, because you don't realize you're being, I know it's a made-up word, you're being therapized, but really, you know, because I lost my dog, so I guess I was open for something, because everyone kept telling me, it was like, wow, you've kind of, you're back, kind of, and so I just didn't want to go back down, and this place has really helped me stay grounded, stay connected. More than just vegetables.
My name is Ed Ovida, United States Army veteran. Volunteered here probably 5-6 years ago with the backing of my caseworker at the VA hospital. And through my 5-6 years, I've found hope and healing through my connection with the plants. And it's a great place to show love for community and receive the same love. And I've learned sewing, I've learned cooking etiquette here, opportunities I'm still grateful for. And if I could do this forever, I'll be here forever. Amen.
I'm Julie. I've been here maybe 1.5 years, 2 years. And I'm a big believer that things happen for a reason, and I was driving around one day thinking, like, what am I gonna do? And I started Googling on my phone places to go, and Sanctuary Farm popped up. I was like, I'm going. And I just went a half an hour later and showed up here. And I've been here ever since, and I couldn't say it any better or differently than anyone else has said it. It's, you know, this gardening is a metaphor for tilling our own soils and growing and developing ourselves, and the more we grow and develop ourselves, the more we have an understanding that we're all connected and we should be growing and developing the soils wherever we are. And that really aligns with the mission of this organization. It's life affirming. So I help out with the mindfulness programs and the meditations here, as well as with the gardening.
Amazing. Thank you guys for sharing. I'm going to turn this off so you can have some
have some privacy.
Privacy, yeah.
Your next exhale, if your eyes are open, take your time and bring them up to gaze. And if they're closed, feel free to open them. Did you hear all the birds? Oh my God. So many birds.
Sean,
What's up?
we're not sure what to do now.
Come on over and tell us
Are you done healing?
I think it's a little more of a process than that.
I think it's going to go on
We
a
got
whole
started.
lifetime and another.
Especially in this world.
Where do you want us to start?
Harvesting. The lettuce, the snow peas, and the brassicas.
Snow peas are here?
Yeah.
So pretty much everything.
Yes, Dean. Pretty much everything.
Well, what's really unique, I mean, there's so many things about this place, but one of the things, in addition to what everybody else has said, is that it's, when you're working, there's real work, good work to do. Sometimes in volunteer situations, you get involved and it feels like the volunteers aren't that organized, or the people who are organizing the volunteers aren't that organized, and you're not really being that productive. But here, when you're working, it really feels like you're part of a task that fits into the bigger picture, and it's really satisfying.
Got it.
So big leaf like that guy's good, and you just
Yeah,
pinch
leave
it and
enough
go-
on there so it can keep.
it can regrow, right?
Exactly.
And just pinch it with your fingers and make it happen.
Oh, I've learned just to snap to break it.
Yeah, snap is good.
What are you guys harvesting this for?
Going to the stand.
All the produce is given away on Thursday mornings at a produce stand on CCB Moore? Or Tuesday and Thursday mornings?
Tuesday and Thursday. Yep, we harvest on Monday and Wednesday. And we feed the community on Tuesday and Thursday.
And what are you doing over here?
Carrots. They're small, but I asked Ariana. She said pick them up by the tallest stem. So I gotta pretty much fine tooth through the whole patch here and pick out the best I can. Get your mind off of stuff. We do this from 9 to 12.
Uh-huh.
And then from 12 to 2, do the sewing.
Cool.
I'm currently in the sewing class, so I don't like it, but I figured try something new. I was born in Bucks County, Lower Bristol, PA, and at the Lower Bucks County Hospital, but I grew up and was raised in Northeast Philly. I did 4 years in the Marines. Yeah, I was stationed in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, and traveled to California, did 3 weeks of desert training. I got out 2003. Yeah, I've been homeless, been locked up in jail, and then I got out. And after I got out of jail, I was at the VA Medical Center, and I spent there for over 13 months. And then I got a place through HUD-VASH, which is like veterans with mental disabilities, or if they're like alcoholics or drug addiction. They help them get low-income housing to support them through like stable housing.
Uh-huh.
So I'm trying to get my own. I'm trying to move out there to get my own place. My case manager at the VA told me about it. I was like, oh, there's a farm in Philly. I was wondering. I was like, where's that at? They told me it's North Philly, and I live in Northeast Philly, so I come down there on Mondays. I'm actually trying to go back to become a vet tech in college. You know, getting and pursue a passion of that you want to take in life. That whatever it is that you want to pursue, because you only got one life to live, so you might as well make the best life you got. But it's a nice group of people, because you get to talk to people, and if you got an issue, you get to vent about it in the morning and come here and do some therapeutic gardening. It's good. It's good for the community. You give out vegetables, and you get to help out and give back to the community. I wish they seriously I wish they did like more of these gardens throughout the city. I think it would be a good idea, really.
Why is that?
With the price of like vegetables and food and all, it can be expensive. And going into the market, you spend a lot of money. Especially like, I don't know if you ever been to Acme. I go to Acme a lot, and it's just expensive in there. And really buying fruits and vegetables is healthy. I'm a diabetic too, and I need to work on my diet.
Thanks for talking with me.
Oh, no problem.
I'll be around. I just can't squat down anymore. Mind if I chat with you while you're working?
Sure can.
What are you doing over here?
I'm just loading up these collard greens in the box so we can give them out tomorrow at the farm. At the stand on Cecil B. Moore.
Before you came here, did you ever do gardening or farming or anything?
No. I had property in Jersey, a lot of land, and when I retired, I was going to start my farming, but I got a divorce in the meantime, and I'm back in the city. So I'm a veteran, and one of my caseworkers participates in this garden. She suggested it to me, and I've been here ever since. This is back in 2018. And I've been here ever since, and I'll do this for the rest of my life. This is the way we need to eat, green, for health reasons, So it's eat your vegetables, all our lives, and we did, fed them to the dog and all that stuff. And now we older in our years, 50s and 60s, and we want to go to the doctor because we have this and we have that, and when we should have been eating this all the time. We're eating that box stuff, that jar stuff, that processed stuff, and it's making medicine your food, and your food your medicine. It's interesting, because I always like to refer back to the Garden of Eden where it all started at. So, and it brings that to my awareness and so forth and so on. I just keep growing. The more I do it, the more I realize it's beneficial to our health. And we got to share this with our children. So they don't have to be going to the doctor to get a magic pill, which is toxic. So I love it here. Place for healing.
What are you doing over here?
These are the lettuce plants.
Is the lettuce going to the market tomorrow?
Some of it will, and some of it we'll have with a salad today. We do the harvesting and or whatever, harvesting, weeding, planting, cleaning up, all those different chores that we'll do for a few hours. And then we always have lunch, and normally one of the volunteers, so me, Julie, a couple of volunteers aren't here today, we'll bring lunch. And Chris actually made lunch today. So we share usually a vegan lunch of some kind, and people contribute different stuff. So it's really nice. So we end with that, with a lot of conversation, with having our lunch together. We're gonna have a little bit of a make your own salad bar thing. So I gotta get a spoon for this. This looks great. I'd like salt and pepper on my eggs. Let me go run and get some.
Yes.
Do you want salt and pepper?
Yeah, sure. I'll
Yes,
take some salt.
because they feel good.
What do you need? Cup? Yeah.
So we're just making your own salad.
You got two
here.
cups. There you go.
If you want a plate. These we just picked, so these are really fresh.
Yeah, these peas are right up now.
Yeah, oh, they're so good.
They're great.
And the
They're really
tuna,
good.
oh my god.
To die for.
Just made.
With the fresh peas on the garden.
The salad?
Yeah.
That's, the lettuce is from here. We just picked that also.
nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Glad you know that.
I'm going to try Chris's couscous. It's really good.
What are you guys doing over here?
Marking some beds.
Yeah, you're a little too far. See, right now, so I'm taking the soil and putting it in the bed. So we measured it out. We got a 25-inch row. Aisle for like people to come and harvest. And then we got a row. Our row was 30 inches. And after I put the soil in here, then we'll plant some cucumbers. I'm gonna plant some cucumbers. I'm ready for the cucumbers. And tomatoes. So that's all I'm doing much, is just moving the soil. Once I move the soil over, level out the bed real nice. But we wanted to turn this spot into a community garden. But then we know that project not gonna happen until next year, and we needed more growth space. So we just started planting over here, planting right in the ground.
So originally this would be like, the original idea was for this to be like beds that people around here can come and plant their own stuff.
Plant their own stuff. And then right here under this gazebo will be our stand. So we'll have Saturday stands. And that's where we'll be at. So this will be like a community plot.
Love it.
Yes, I do love it too. Because I'm right down the street. So I would have one. For real.
What would you plant in your bed?
I would plant turmeric and ginger. I would really just experience. Since I work for the farm, I'm not gonna be hyped to plant vegetables. I get them. I would be like really. I would really be working on like my herbalism journey. So I'm really big into herbalism right now. So I'll be planting some turmeric. I will be planting bee balm and just playing with stuff. I'll probably just even experiment with a cover crop. Like I really would be playing on my bed. Just experiment.
That's great.
Yes. Trying to get my soil where it's at. But I will plant turmeric. I will plant some turmeric. I like to see more of the local community come in and really have beds and plant little stuff, you know what I mean? And have a say on what they gonna eat and what they gonna grow. And not just, okay, well, Sanctuary Farm grew this or this, yeah. No, I wanna grow Scotch bonnet. I'm gonna grow Scotch bonnet, or, you know, I grew a Scotch bonnet and then grew turmeric. Let's trade or barter. I think that would bring community, you know what I mean? And then it's like you're growing food. It ain't nothing across the street. They already got the grills. So once they put the hot dogs and the hamburgers on there across the street, they got the collars and already. I think it'll make community be stronger through food and bartering system and making community dinners and trading. Yeah, then it will create jobs too, I feel like. In the long term it could, so.
You're in the unique position because you are from here and you are working with Sanctuary Farms to like bridge that gap.
When I first started, my biggest thing was just I didn't want to look like a sellout, or I didn't want to look like I wasn't speaking up for my community. You know what I mean? So my biggest thing while I was here in this organization is to make sure that like you doing right by this community, that we're not turning it into a toxic charity and just making this community dependent on you. You know what I mean? Doing something good. And I know that's why I say I think it's bittersweet. It's not that you don't want it, it's because white people are doing it, you know what I'm saying? And maybe they want to do it, or they feel they should make the decision to do it. You know, some people, it's not a bad idea, but I want it to be my idea. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's an interesting middleman, and I be making sure I do my due diligence. Definitely be in the middle, because it would be like one end I am in the community, so I got to hear what they saying. And sometimes I do agree with what they saying. Yeah. I'm doing my best there to speak up, to say what we need, what we want, to be a leader. Going to Sanctuary and taking that back. But then on the other end, I love Sanctuary. I know what they're doing. I'm building relationships here.
Nonprofits are cool in many ways and has downfalls in many other ways. One, obviously you could get grants from like, you know, companies, small businesses, individuals, you know, so like funding wise is pretty cool. But that can be very top down and like, you know, the whole kind of like, I don't know if people still use this word, but the whole like nonprofit complex, you know, industrial complex thing. Like to me, that's way different than a community that is definitely like entrenched and involved, you know? Here I think it's like it's both, honestly. Like I'm still very new, but from what I've seen, like it's very like it's really community oriented actually. You know, like they have community meetings here. It's very amazing that this is morphed into what it is right now. You know, without, you know, and there's always skips and bumps like everything else, you know, and like hopefully like, you know, in the future, those will like iron out like really, really well. We'll see. Only time can tell.
I think that could change over time with us as the organization building up leaders in the community to take over the farm. Like just building up people's succession, knowing that Ms. Andrews won't have this forever. You know, people are going to go. So I think for us to get to that point, we just had to start training people. We start having to build people up, building more community farms too. I think it's a lot of different community farms around here. Can help build them up. Like I think that we want to feed a lot of people, so we want to get more land. We don't got to get more land because there's people that already got land. Let's just build them up. If we help them know how to grow their food, they're going to eat. They don't have to come to our stand to eat. We can help them grow how to eat. They don't, you know what I mean? So I think just building people up, putting them like how they came to me and said, "Do you want to do a print?" Like giving us their resources. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, we know white privilege exists. They have resources. Just it ain't y'all fault, but it's y'all fault. Y'all don't share. So I think just sharing the resources, showing people how to write grants. Just the grant you apply to. These are the list of grants you should apply to get X, Y, and Z. This is where you go get compost. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like really breaking it down and giving cheat codes. Making it fair, you know what I mean? Or making it unfair, which it has been for a lot of times for us, you know what I mean? Let's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. One thing I love about Andrews, she comes out and she asks, you know, how can I better service you? It's not like, hey, I'm just doing this for me. You know, I'm trying to see what the community needs, but also introducing them the things that I know is good and beneficial to them that will help them, you know? In the future, I want to keep this concept going. I want to, all the abandoned lots in the communities, I want to just turn it into communities, hubs, where we work together. Because sanctuary farms actually want to be given to somebody in the community. That's the whole concept, is to give it to somebody in the community. So I want to see more of the community involved. And how can we do that? Reaching the younger people.
I got them some tomatoes,
There you
some
go, you do your job.
scallions.
There you go.
And I just harvested a whole bunch of Tutsi. This
Oh,
for me. Yes, you smell that Tutsi?
Whoa.
So it's holy basil. And I harvested it all because y'all not going to do nothing with it. Y'all.
Yeah, we don't got that brain.
No, y'all don't. Yeah.
So fresh, so new. Freedom. It's all for you. All for you. Freedom.
Do you think it's important to have these like little urban farms around the city?
Oh yeah, I think it is. I think it is because it creates jobs. It makes it green. It makes it local. The food is local. And I think it can cut that middleman out of big trucks coming and delivering it to our poppy stores. Keeps it in the community instead of having to go all out. Like, why? Like, I know why, money, but let's change it. Let's change it. Well, let's change what money looks like. Yeah.
Farming, even though it's exhausting, I feel good because I'm fulfilled at knowing that I'm helping a greater cause. Just the nature aspect. I think that we're bringing nature into this environment because when you think about it, I feel like they're following each other. Like we're creating these habitats and, you know, bees and flowers and all these different things, but I feel like they're coming back to where they belong, and I love it. I do.
It cures a lot of ailments that are associated with like anxiety, stress. Obviously, the air is cleaner. It brings down gun crime. It shows kind of like the powers that be That's like, listen, like we could do this by ourselves. You know, like we're tired. We're tired of being sick and tired. You know, and like we could do this.
I feel filled. I just like farming. I like the aspect of just putting the seed in the ground, like you really growing something, harvesting something that's given to you. And like, I think community, we need to be farming more because we're so disconnected. We're rushing and we're moving. I think when you garden or you farm, it kind of slows you down. And when you gotta sit down, you gotta weed, and you gotta be meticulous not to pull out the plant. And then before you know it, you're thinking of a memory. And then you're telling the person you weeding with, and now y'all laughing and talking, and then they remember this one time too. You know what I mean? So it's just bringing us closer together, having food, you connect through food, eating locally, eating good, eating organically. And I know food is freedom. To grow your own food, that's the freedom.
Those were the folks who work at Sanctuary Farm. Thanks to Farmer Sean, Apprentice Farmer Majesty, and Pre-Apprentice Farmer Shadana. And thanks to everyone at the farm stand and the therapeutic gardening sessions that shared their stories with me. If you want to find out more about the farm stands, the therapeutic gardening sessions, classes, and so much more that Sanctuary Farm has to offer, visit their website, sanctuaryfarmphila.org. And follow them on social media. I'll put links in the show notes. And of course, I did a whole episode with Andrea Vittori, the founder of Sanctuary Farm, earlier this season, and I'll put a link to that episode in the show notes as well. Next week, we'll have our final episode of Gritty and Green's mini-series, We Are Seeds. Gritty and Green is presented by Green Philly in collaboration with Cool Goon Productions. It was written, edited, and produced by me, Meredith Nutting. Funding for this Gritty and Green mini-series of We Are Seeds is from the Independence Public Media Foundation Community Voices Fund. If you want to learn more about sustainable living, go to greenphl.com.